National Archives to display Emancipation Proclamation and Juneteenth General Order Number 3 on November 19th, 2021. Washington, November 4th, 2021, from November 19th to the 21st, 2021. The National Archives Museum will display the original Emancipation Proclamation and General Order Number 3. Time ticket entry is required and tickets are limited. Reserve a ticket at recreation.gov or GOV on November 19th at 1300 or 1 p.m. Eastern Time in conjunction with the display of the Emancipation Proclamation. Author Michael Burlingame will display his newly released book, The Black Man's President. The National Archives Museum in Washington, D.C. is located on Constitution Avenue at 9th Street Northwest. The building is open with limited capacity, 10 a.m. or 1000 to 1730 or 5:30 p.m. daily, Eastern Time, and is fully accessible. Metro Yellow or Green Lines, Archives, Navy Memorial Station, and reserve required time entry tickets on recreation.gov. The program in the Emancipation Proclamation and General Order Number 3 featured document presentation is made possible in part by the National Archives Foundation due to generous support of the Boeing Company. Featured document displayed: the original Emancipation Proclamation, East Rotunda Gallery. President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1st, 1863, as the nation approached the third year of the Civil War. Lincoln's proclamation, which declared that all persons held as slaves within the rebellious states are and henceforward shall be free, was a fit and necessary war measure for suppressing rebellion. The proclamation also declared the acceptance of black men into the military service. By the war end, almost 200,000 black soldiers and sailors have fought for the Union and freedom. Despite its expansive wording, the Emancipation Proclamation was limited. The freedom it promised was dependent upon a Union victory in the war. It also only applied in 10 Confederate states, leaving more than 500,000 men, women, and children in bondage in parts of the Confederacy already under Northern control and in the loyal border states. Nevertheless, the Emancipation Proclamation promised freedom and a new beginning for several millions Americans and fundamentally transformed the character of the war. It recognized the moral force behind the Union cause and strengthened the Union both militarily and politically. As a milestone along the road to Chattel Slavery's final destruction, the Emancipation Proclamation has assumed a place among the great documents of the nation. National Archives General Records of the U.S. Government. Related featured document display: Juneteenth General Order Number 3, West Rotunda Gallery. The freedom promised in the Emancipation Proclamation was finally delivered to 250,000 people who remained enslaved in Texas 2.5 years after President Lincoln's historic proclamation and 2 months after Union's victory in the Civil War. On June 19, 1865, U.S. Major General Granger issued General Order Number 3, which informed the people of Texas that all enslaved persons in the state were now free. This day has come to be known as Juneteenth, a combination of June and 19th. It is also called Freedom Day or Emancipation Day, and is the oldest known celebration commemorating the end of slavery in the United States. Emancipation, however, was not a singular event in United States history. There were many Emancipation Days as enslaved people attained their freedom in the decades spanning American independence through the Civil War. They were an important element of the abolition movement, which fought to end chattel slavery and liberate the millions held in bondage across the country. The goal was not fully realized until December 6, 1865, when the requisite number of states ratified the 13th Amendment to the Constitution, legally ending slavery in the United States. While Juneteenth has been formally celebrated primarily by people of African American communities in Texas, nearly all states and the District of Columbia recognize Juneteenth as an official state holiday or observance. On June 17, 2021, President Joe Biden signed a bill into law establishing Juneteenth as a federal holiday. National Off-Charts Record of U.S. Army Continental Commands, 1817 to 1947. Book Talk, The Black Man's President. Author Michael Burlingame will discuss why Frederick Douglass called Abraham Lincoln empathetically the black man's president, as well as the first who rose above the prejudice of his times and country. The history of Lincoln's personal connections with black people over the course of his career reveals a side of the 16th president that until now has not been fully explored or understood. To justify that description, Douglass pointed not just to Lincoln's official acts and utterances like the Emancipation Proclamation or the second inaugural address, but also to the president's own personal experiences with black people. Referring to one of the Lincoln's White House visits, Douglass said, "In daring to invite a Negro to an audience at the White House, Mr. Lincoln was saying to the country, 'I am president of the black people as well as the white, and I mean to respect their rights and feelings as men and as citizens.'" Joining the author in conversation will be author and historian James Oakes.